What's going on, people, and welcome back to Roots TV, back with another video. And you know what, I thought I'd try and stay consistent with this. I'm trying to aim for at least one a day. So again, if you're a regular watcher of Roots TV, so just please bear that in mind. Obviously it takes time to put together this content. So again, do all the normal stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of it. Now, I know there's a few regulars that comment on this regularly. So again, I appreciate you guys. And anyone that is new to the channel, again, please make sure you share it again, because I'm just trying to stay consistent with this, you know. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. You've seen the title, so we're talking about Border League. You've seen the first week, and first week was amazing. You know, we've seen some old talent still doing their thing. Well, I say old talent from last season in the likes of Bilal Sayoud. Obviously, he got the winner for his team. You've seen the likes of, you know, Keziah Sterling, who was the MVP for last season for SDS. He's got on the score sheet. But then you also saw some newcomers who have done their thing this season as well. So the likes of Adrian Tajik, who I've mentioned previously before on this channel. He scored 2 bangers for MVPs. And then obviously you've seen the likes of Junior Kanadu, or Charles Kanadu as he's down for Border League. New to some, but not new to people that are within the 5 circuit in the UK. And now he's been announced on the scene. And I thought, let me add some more value to small-sided football and kind of give my takes on things, and like who's some players, or at least 5 players that I think should be in Border League Season 2. So here's my 5 ballers that I think should be in Border League Season 2. Starting off with someone that you might know, someone who's quite familiar to SC Dons fans, Oz Ten Hag, Osman Ali. Again, I think he should be in Border League, hands down. And he was in there in Season 1, albeit for 1 game for Wembley Rangers, but really and truly now I think he should be in someone's team for Season 2, because again, he's got a lot to offer. He's the king of Bexley Heath, you know, according to SC Dons and Don Strapsy, of course. But again, he's been there, done that, you know, won a national as well, albeit with SC Dons and Kings, whatever way you want to see it. But for me, I think he's got a lot of value to add. You know, again, he can read the game well. He's got an eye for goal. Again, can control it from the back as well. And I think for me, Osman Ali would be a great addition to any team. What team would I see him in? Probably would see him in a Wembley Rangers. You know, Wembley Rangers have kind of got that whole England 6-a-side link up anyway. So again, he would slot right in, and I don't think he would put a foot wrong in that team. But again, if he was to walk into any other team, I'm sure he wouldn't turn it down. But for me, that's an easy no-brainer. Osman Ali would be a great addition to Border League Season 2. And for me, I don't even know why he's not in there in the first place, if I'm being totally honest. But again, it could be down to how committed he is. It could be down to, did he go to trials? And again, it's probably the same thing with a lot of these players as well. But for me, Osman Ali would be a great addition to Border League Season 2. So if there's any gaffers, any teams watching or listening in, Osman Ali, Oz Ten Hag, Oz, however you know him or refer to him as, he should definitely be in your team, or at least a wild card for Border League Season 2. On to my second pick. Now, again, similar link up. If you watch a lot of SC Dons content, you might know who I'm referring to. Haas, Little Haas, King Haas. If you watch SC Dons content, I definitely think he should be in Border League Season 2. It's a no-brainer for me. Some refer to him as the best player in 5s. He makes a lot of people's top 5 in terms of their top 5-a-side players, and rightfully so. The way he kind of just glides with the ball, you know, so effortlessly, you know, it almost seems, it almost comes across as a little bit unbothered, the way he plays. And I think, why isn't he in there? No, it's a no-brainer. If you used to do the whole draft again, would you put him in there? Of course you would. So again, he would walk into a lot of people's teams. I honestly believe. Maybe some managers haven't seen him yet. What team would I put him in? I probably would put him in an SDS. I think he would work well in an SDS or Wembley Rangers again. That whole link up with the England boys. Anyone else I would probably put him in there? Maybe United. He might fit in there quite well. I think treble, or should I say NDLFC, have got too many players of that sort of ilk. So I don't think he would fit in well there, or he would fit in well there, but again, it's probably too much competition, and I think he needs to be a starter. He needs to be a definite starter. So I'd probably put him in one of those couple of teams there, and either an SDS, United, or indeed a Wembley Rangers linking up with the England team there. So Little House is my number 2 pick for players that I think should be in Border League Season 2. My number 3 pick has to be Brad-tastic, Bradley Ryan. otherwise known as, but again, if you're an SC Dons fan, once again, you would probably know him as Brad-tastic. Again, the stuff that this guy can do is phenomenal on the ball, and to be honest, he probably should be playing a lot higher than Ball League in terms of what he's doing right now. He's been in and out of the 5 scene for a while now with SC Dons. Obviously plays a lot of step football. I believe he was once upon a time on the books with Chelsea, but I don't know what went on there, why he didn't make it. I don't know if it was due to injury or if it was due to something else. There's always been rumours about his kind of, not work ethic, but his inability to kind of lock in and be focused upon having a football career, which is, it's a shame, because again, with a player of that sort of ability, that sort of, you know, the way he makes things look so easy, the flicks, the tricks, the skill that he possesses, it's a no-brainer for me that he wouldn't be walking into a lot of people's teams. Like, I could definitely see him in a M7 team. Him and Adrian linking up together would be scary problems right now. There's other teams that he probably could walk into. The only team I probably wouldn't see him in is a Depot Trio. I believe they're pretty much pensioner FC, the way that they're going on. I know that's rich for me to say, but again, they've got a lot of over 30s players. So again, that seems to be the way that they're going down in terms of experience over youth. So I can't see him going into that team, but any other team I think would take him hands down, I'll be honest with you. So Bradley Ryan, Brad-tastic, it's a no-brainer for me. I would definitely put him in there. And again, you've seen some of the goals that he scored for SC Dons, even some of the goals that he scored recently, like the one that went viral the other day for Sports Attire. You know, he's absolutely just walked through the whole team. And that's the sort of stuff that he could bring to a Ball League team. So for me, Brad-tastic has to be in there. Obviously made a very brief appearance in season 1, but he definitely needs to be more than someone's wildcard, in my opinion. He needs to be walking into someone's team and actually making a difference, and he would make a difference if he was to be selected. So for me, Brad-tastic has to be in there for Baller League Season 2. Now on to pick number 4 now. If you haven't heard about this guy, get to know this guy. Praise. This guy is phenomenal. What a left foot this guy has, the close control, probably one of the best 1v1 players in the UK, hands down. I said it. You know, if you've seen him on Worldwide Ones, the stuff that he does on there is phenomenal. Chinging up guys, skilling up guys, all the rest of it now. He's currently just signed for #United. So again, you might start seeing his social presence grow a little bit more. He's played a few bits and pieces for B2R as well. But Praise, if you haven't seen Praise, get to know. The left foot, phenomenal, the close control, the skills, the way he just glides with the ball. It's got a shot on him as well. And you always feel like something's going to happen when he's on the ball. So again, Praise is a definite person that I would definitely consider if I'm a team or a manager that's needed something different, someone who can just unlock a door when teams are sitting back and kind of sit in that low block. Praise is definitely someone that I would have to consider for my team. So Praise is definitely someone that I'd put in straight away. I wouldn't even just wildcard him, I'd put him in straight away. Again, close feet, close control, can go left, can go right. He can even do the defensive side of things as well. Obviously 1v1, that's something that, again, you can gain a lot of points from. So again, those Pepsi challenge points, again, you put him forward, hands down. You probably just look away thinking, yeah, we've got this in the bag. It's a no-brainer for me. Put Praise in there. He gets you points, he gets you goals. Put him in, get him in. And then the last one for me, again, I have to be biased with this one, but it makes sense. EJ. Now, if you don't know EJ, again, there's multiple ways to check him out. Again, from a Sunday League point of view, if you heard the heavy hitters in the Barnet Sunday League, again, he was bagging up goals for them for fun. And then obviously now, more so at Trent Park, 5 Trent Park on a Sunday, watching play for Who's It TV, the amount of goals that he scored, the soul rolls, the swag, he does it all. And now he's starting to get more of his flowers now. Obviously, he's been around for a while now. You know, play for the likes of Stars, play for the likes of B2R. But I think now, because the whole social media thing and the presence is growing, he's starting to play more internationally now. It's hard to keep him in the country nowadays, let alone on the pitch. But again, someone like EJ would definitely add so much value to a team. You know, he could play on the wing, he could play up top, he can play as a target man. And again, just the ball at his feet, he's just so effortless. You know, the way he just glides past certain players, and he does it with such a cockiness and an arrogance as well. So again, in terms of a team, if you wanted to get your social presence out there, easy. He makes my life so much easier just in terms of getting social clips out, because he'll do stuff and he'll say something cheeky whilst he does it, and I love it. So again, what team would I see him walking into or being a part of at least? I'd see him being a part of an MVPs or maybe a 26ers. I think he can link up with them too. And I'm sure he knows a lot of players in Baller League as well. Again, this is just all down to what I've seen people. So again, I don't know their whole backstory in terms of have they gone to trials or not. You know, the trials were there for everyone to apply for. So again, if they've gone to trials and not got selected, there's always other ways to get in there via a wild card or whatever. But again, these are the 5 players that I would definitely say deserve to be in Baller League or at least get a shout. So again, if you Baller League producers are watching, and I know you do, make sure you actually hit up these guys on socials or DM me and I can definitely send you clips of them because these guys should definitely be in there. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Roots, you probably left out some obvious glaring names. Look, there's tons of names that you could be putting in there. Do you know what I mean? Like KO5. Let's address the elephant in the room. Of course, KO5 should be in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, people might start trying to write him off and say, he's past it. Listen, there's a reason why he's called KO5. He's called Kings of the Five for a reason. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't rub him out. He was there last season. He bagged a couple of goals. He was there in a more influential captain sort of role that you probably not. Well, you are used to seeing him in, but again, it's different. Like, obviously, Baller League is a bit more competitive than the usual 5 scene. But again, can someone like KO5 add value to Baller League? Of course he can. Of course he can. So again, if ever a team is kind of down on their luck and they're chasing a goal or need a bit of experience in terms of how to manage a game, KO5 is a no-brainer. Add him into the team. He'll get you goals. He'll bring an experience that he's learned over the years. There's a reason why he's won so many nationals in his career. So again, that's a no-brainer for me. Again, probably would walk into a Wembley Rangers team. Maybe not walk into a Wembley Rangers team. Let me not be disrespectful to Wembley Rangers and what they've got going on. They've got their first win of the season after all. But would he add value to their team? Of course. Again, the England link-up makes sense. But again, he probably could go into other teams and add value to that team as well. So again, that's another no-brainer for me. Again, if we're talking keepers, 2 spring to mind. You can't rule out Haas and what he's done. Haas from Slough Scorpions or Stars, depending on what sort of entry that you've kind of seen his journey at. But again, people most known him for Slough Scorpions, Stars more of late. But again, someone who's got so much experience, so many national and international caps to his name. Obviously played for representing his country at international level. At 6-a-side level anyway, should I say. And again, look at the size of him. Do you know what I mean? Fills up the goal well, agile, decent, good distribution, should I say. I was about to say decent, but good distribution as well. So again, I can't rule out someone like Haas who would definitely add some value to small-sided football and to Baller League in general. Another keeper that springs to mind, I have to throw him in there. I think he's slightly underrated, but David from Baiteze, you know, during the whole Baiteze SC Dons derby, if you like, the rivalry, he was a guy that was there, present all the time, keeping his team in it, and he adds a lot of significant value to what Baiteze do as a whole. Do you know what I mean? You need your mainstays. You know, in 5-a-side football, your keeper is crucial. Having a good keeper is very crucial, and having someone like David behind you, who's barking orders, who's organising the defence, and again keeping your side in it and being able to kind of read the game and distribute quickly. I mean, always remember that goal that Baiteze scored, KO5 scored, should I say, with against SC Dons, where it was the quick thinking between the two. David rolled it out straight through to KO5. He finished it, boom. But again, you need that kind of link up between your keeper and your star man in order to make that sort of thing happen. So again, if you guys are in need of a keeper like N5 did last season, N5 I think had like 5 different keeper changes. So I'm surprised David's not been in there more often. I think he was in there last season, correct me if I'm wrong, for like a game or 2, but players like that, keepers especially, need more of a run in a team. Like, it's hard to sometimes make an impression based off of one appearance. So David, for me, would have to be considered in the goalkeeping scenario. Going back to outfield players, I'd have to consider someone like Casey. Great close control, plays for No-Tech Army a lot of the time, so you might have seen him in a No-Tech shirt more than anyone else. And again, a great addition to a team. I just rate him. I've been rating him highly for a while now. Whether No-Tech Army like it or not, I still think he should go on to another team or play for another team. And you know, I don't like to kind of promote all this mix-up stuff. But again, where he can get himself out there more often, maybe at Baiteze or SC Dons, if he was playing for one of those 2 teams, a more, let's say, consistent content team, you would have definitely heard this name ringing bells a lot more than what he is now. Like, the way that he just glides across the pitch, scores goals for fun, the skills, the tricks, the flicks, you would definitely see him in a SC Dons team or a B2R team and think, this guy is another Galactico, another player, another gem that you've got on your hands here. But I don't know whether he's gone to trials or not. If I was him, I would definitely take content and playing more regularly within small-sided football into consideration. Because again, depending on how these guys perceive five-a-side football and content in general, it all depends on them really, like how serious they take it. But for me, he would definitely be a definite great addition to anyone's team in Border League. So again, if you're listening, Casey, take it seriously, my boy. Take content seriously, my boy. I'm not saying leave no tech, but again, in terms of backing yourself, I would definitely love to see you in a content creator team and within Border League as well, because you have definitely got the skills to pay the bills for sure. Another player that I would throw into the mix is Zeus. Again, Dom knows him very well, pretty much his best friend, arguably his dad sometimes, depending on if you believe the rumours for SC Dons videos. But again, Zeus, what a player he is. He loves to stir up a bit of controversy. Obviously, if you watch B2R content, that ghost goal, the penalty that was a goal, that wasn't a goal, that should have been a goal, he was the whole instigator of that. Obviously took the penalty, went in the top bins, but again, wasn't ruled in. So blame Turbo for that and the referee. But again, he would definitely be a good addition to the team. Whether it be a wildcard choice for Wembley Rangers, who knows, because Dom knows him better than anyone else. And obviously the England boys all know him very well as well. So again, he might be in there sooner rather than later. But I would like to think that Zeus would be an obvious choice when they low on numbers or need something different, because he can retain the ball well. He's got a bit of trickery about him, good football IQ. So again, he probably either fit in well there or M7 where Arj is. Obviously, Arj knows him very well from B2R and now SC Dons. So again, he's probably got the offers there waiting in the wings. But those are two midfield options that I would like to say would be a no-brainer if I was in need of a pick-me-up for Border League Season 2. Lastly, someone who kind of slips under the radar but is now out there due to the goal that he scored in the last national is Nyron. What a phenomenal player he is. The goal that he scored for Stars League against SC Dons to open his account, or open account for Stars League for them to eventually win the finals, was a banger. And again, he's highly rated by a lot of players within the scene. I just don't think socially he's out there too much for people to kind of recognise, but he can offer something to a lot of teams out there. But I'm sure he'll be waiting in the wings if Ruckus needs something, because I know Stars League know him well, and obviously got the Stars League link up there. So again, Nyron is another candidate for someone that could be brought in, and I'm sure he will do a solid job if called upon. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 with a few additional extras of who should be in Border League Season 2. If you have any thoughts or people that you reckon should be recommended, then drop them in the comment section below. I'm sure Border League will be watching. I'm sure the draft and the wildcard picks are not over. I'm sure we'll see plenty more players coming in for Season 2. So again, if you know anybody who kind of is up there, who's top tier, who deserves a chance and opportunity to shine, then drop them in the comment section below. Take care. See you all soon. Peace.